ChatGPT is literally changing the game for e-commerce right now. So today shoppers can shop on Etsy, on Shopify websites just using ChatGPT and asking them any simple question. Recommend me a product under $100 that can be given to my mom as a special gift, blah, blah, blah. And then ChatGPT recommends special gifts. If you sell on Etsy, this is a game changer because your products that you just list on your shop will be recommended to buyers. Take advantage of this moment and start selling on Etsy because right now this is the great moment. Let me show you how it works and how your products can be recommended on Etsy by ChatGPT. So what ChatGPT did is absolutely great. So now customers can search for any gifts or any products they need right now in ChatGPT and complete the purchase. So Etsy integration gives us the great opportunity to sell products directly with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is trusted by customers, and this gives conversions, up to 5% and very great. So I decided to test how it works. You can go to buy with ChatGPT on OpenAI and look it for yourself. I am in Spain, so this integration with Etsy still doesn't work. So for me, ChatGPT recommended Shopify shops where I can buy products, right? So I asked him to find a nice product for my mom under $100 cost. So basically, it shows us even images, so you can click on the image, you can read the description, you can go to the website and purchase. So it gives the comparison with prices, right? So you can see the prices, you have all the links and product descriptions. It gives you ideas and explains, why, it recommends to buy this particular product, why, for example, your mom will love it. So what is important for ChatGPT? There are certain things that if you sell via your website, then of course you have to take into account deliveries, reviews and everything. So, but of course, the trusted platforms like here, products from trusted platforms will be recommended in the first place because this is like the biggest trust people have. Right. So in this case, what I experimented here, so it's still asking me a few questions. So do you want me to narrow it down? So I was thinking, so how to make ChatGPT to recommend me something on Etsy, right? So that was my idea. So I was asking about custom things and everything, but still I was getting other shops and mainly UK shops. So it means that still, European market is not that well presented in ChatGPT. And if you have a European Shopify shop, then this is your opportunity to apply to ChatGPT via a link. I will put it in the description of this video, and your products can be integrated there. So in this case, right, so we have all this jewelry, custom name jewelry, and there is no Etsy here. So ChatGPT did not recommend me anything on Etsy. Well, I'm not in the US, this is the reason. And if you are in the US, of course, you will have this preference of choice on Etsy. So I wanted to narrow down ChatGPT to show me products on Etsy. So I asked it directly, okay, I want you to show me products on Etsy, right? So in Europe, Etsy is not that popular, right? So of course we get sales from US. Most of the sales come from the US, but you see, so I asked him, okay, I want these products on Etsy. And what ChatGPT recommended is, okay, this is where you can buy, but if you want on Etsy, I can give you a link. Okay, so this is the type of things that we have right now from Europe. But look at these shops, right? So definitely the things that ChatGPT looks into, right? So pricing, material, location, shipping from what location, delivery times, and so on. So, and right now, ChatGPT for me insists to buy it off Etsy. Right, well, this is Europe because there is no integration. But let's have a look what features you have to look into on your listing to be recommended, right? So US customers can get this information. And since I'm in Spain, so Spanish Etsy is not that popular, so I decided to ask ChatGPT to show me UK shops, because UK Etsy is very active. There are many sellers, there are many products. So, and I said to ChatGPT, okay, my mom lives in the UK, I want all products from Etsy UK. And look what it gives me, you know, the things that are important, right? So on the right, you can see that it has Trustpilot, reviews. So reviews are very important for ChatGPT. So if it's going to pick your product, it's going to look at your reviews first of all. And features that, you know, all these attributes that you add to your listing, ChatGPT can read them and give to clients, right? So you see, so delivery time, showing, you know, durability, materials. So don't forget to put all these attributes to your listing: style, chain length, customization, if it's possible or not possible. So avoid mistakes or spellings. This is important, right? So, and return policy, right? So these are the things, you know, what's to check to best for your mom. This is what you should look at in your listing. So your listing should match the expectations of, you know, the buyer. And so ChatGPT, understanding the psychology of the buyer, gives, you know, takes into account these things. So, and look carefully what he recommends. So my recommendations, if I would be picking for your mom, I would, you know, choose this one. So why? So if you have time, so play with it and start asking, why do you recommend this and why not this one? So I've been playing with asking, so why you didn't recommend, for example, my Shopify store, because I sell the same item. And then I gave, you know, the name of the store and everything. And I got a lot of insights what I should put on my Shopify store to be recommended. So definitely test it, play with it. So read my recommendations from ChatGPT. So there are different steps. Okay, so since this is the UK, so it will give me the links so I can complete my purchase on Etsy. Right, and it can give me more recommendations and so on. So everything, you know, is clear. So let's go to Etsy and look at listings. First of all, those that were recommended, right? And what parts of Etsy listing can help us to be to get into ChatGPT recommendations. Okay, and to look at this niche of jewelry, because I started looking at jewelry, we just, you know, opened the same thing that I was asking ChatGPT to recommend, and this is what we see, like on Etsy, custom name jewelry, right? And of course, the first shop that would be recommended, it would be this one, because look, here there are so many reviews, right? 46,000 reviews, right? So Etsy is implementing AI with a high speed. So everything on Etsy is made especially, you know, for summaries and help to the buyer so they can complete purchases faster. So basically here, why would this listing be recommended is because everything is written clearly on this listing, right? So images are great. Yeah, images are important. So you saw it in ChatGPT recommendations, right? So if you have blurry image or not nice, then it will not work. And these attributes. So when you fill in your listing on Etsy, you should fill in everything here about the material, chain length, the closure type. So as many things as possible for what a holiday, you can buy it, right? Delivery times. So when you set up your shipping template, so think about that, right? So here, if you want to use to be recommended, for the customer who needs it next week, right? Because this is the request ChatGPT can get. My mom's birthday is next week. I need to buy her this. Okay, so you can be recommended, right? So, and if you look at the store, of course, so it has amazing images, tons of reviews. And how can we get into recommendations if, okay, so we don't have so many sales, right? We don't so many reviews. Fill in everything from the first start and work on reviews. So you should be like hungry for reviews. So every sale you make, especially the first sales you make, you should go for customers, ask what they think about the product, ask them to write a review. So work here as fast as you can to get reviews. So, and in terms of the niche, it would be easier to be recommended to get into ChatGPT recommendations if you sell something different, right? So if you go into the same niche, like this huge store with 46,000 reviews, and sell this same product and you have 0 reviews, then you have less chance to be recommended. So in this case, to be in ChatGPT, look for something less saturated, right? So niches, like if you go to jewelry, so it can be Gothic jewelry, it can be some specific events jewelry, right? Baptism jewelry, baby jewelry. A lot of things you can find here for different people, right? And you can find similar item, right? So not exactly like this one you see on Etsy, and offer it, right? In the beginning, especially for less price. Make amazing images, so you can make them with AI, Nano Banana, ChatGPT, and go somewhere deeper, right? So research deeper. Don't follow everything what big stores sell with a lot of reviews, because otherwise, you won't be able to compete. So this is just like number one, what I see. So my first thing, what I started doing now in my new shops, because I launch shops like every week. So I start, with a different product, but similar design, good quality, and sales come just, within the first week of the store being open. So you see here in jewelry, you can find fruit jewelry, many types, if we are talking about this particular niche, right? And of course, images. So AI now is much better than your own images. So when I change on my old stores, I change images to AI images, so it starts selling much better. So I see that this is a huge thing, because we don't need to invest into photography anymore. We can generate any image in use, on a person, a baby playing with this toy, or anything you can make with AI. And in other videos, you can get, step by step how I work with Nano Banana for Etsy listings or ChatGPT. So this is really great. And in my course, I'm showing how it works. So for example, here, right, you see this is like really nice necklace. It's a bestseller in the store. And right, so you can pick the product where you will be recommended faster, right? And yeah, so everything, delivery times, images, questions, FAQ questions, everything here matters, and work on reviews, because for ChatGPT this is number one thing it looks at, because ChatGPT wants to recommend good products. So follow me for more ideas how to sell on Etsy and start this business right now, because this is very easy.